Okay, wait a second. Have I been, for the past 40 minutes, not live streaming? I want you to all be honest with me. Has anybody seen or heard me do anything over the past 40 minutes? Oh, I made it all right. I've made it. I've made it to the funny farm, all right. I am literally sitting here watching the chat going by, talking to you like a fucking schizophrenic person in my room by myself, doodling, going on with the live stream because I think I hit the start stream button. I have done all of these doodles and I'm like, why isn't anybody suggesting anything? I'm just drawing, going along, doing all of this stuff, waiting for somebody to suggest, and I'm like, wow, y'all really just kind of just talking to yourselves today, huh? I have greeted all of you. I have said, oh my goodness, I am fucking, this is incredibly, this has got to be the most scuffed thing I have ever done. I actually feel like a schizophrenic person right now. Like, I have like been having a conversation with myself for 45 minutes and talking about drawing by myself. Oh no! Oh god. This is ridiculous. Your greeting counts in spirit. No, it doesn't. None of this counts. Well, anyways, here's all my cute drawings I was supposed to be drawing for you this whole time. I was like, hey, let me do some warm-ups. Oh no. Oh no. Yes. What's good about this though is that when I do like the speed paint later, you'll still catch all of this. Like, I've at least drawn it out in a way that you can like at least go through and watch. But holy crap, literally almost an hour by myself. I'm literally talking to you all in the chat and I'm like, oh hey Mike, hey Dark Raven, hi you cuties. Oh, I see Delta. Oh, thank you for the 10 membership gifts, Delta. Thank you so much. Even doing head pats in the chat, completely oblivious to what's going on. Like, I'm not even joking. I even told a story about Dungeons and Dragons yesterday. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. This is so bad. Oh god. Anyways, how's everybody doing? Hopefully your morning's going a little more smoother than mine is. Oh goodness. No. Oh, I need a minute to recover from that mentally. I'm sorry. I know I just turned the stream on, but like the crushing weight of my own stupidity is overwhelming right now. I need a second to recover from this. Oh god. Good morning, Lemon. Welcome. Tenno, welcome to the stream. Baytran, I've seen you. I saw Century here earlier. I've seen Gombek. I've seen you all. I've seen you all. I think I saw who was it? I saw Lower here earlier, Mr. Lower. I even said hi to you. I was like, oh hey, thanks for popping up. Credo, welcome. Dark Raven, my brother, I greeted you as well. I greeted all of you. I was greeting you. I was doing it in spirit. Oh no. And this is why, and it's like, it's almost not even a joke anymore, but this is why I tell people, I'm like, I'm seriously like the biggest hot mess on YouTube. And it's not because like I cause like a bunch of drama and stuff. It's just because like I scuff the shit out of everything that I do. Every live stream, every video, something scuffed in it. Glad to see that the stream, yes, it's, well, like I said, it has technically been going for 40 minutes. It's just none of you were able to see it because silly old me forgot to push the start button properly, I guess. Oh, goodness. I really thought I was streaming to all of you. I really did. I feel so bad. Anyways, now that we're all here, actually all here, present company included, what would you like me to draw? I've done a couple of warm-ups to, like, get us going. Is there anything in particular anybody wants to see me doodle today? Solo stream? I know, I was like, wow, for a silly art stream, nobody suggested anything so far. That's crazy. I guess you all just want to sit here and watch me doodle. I swear I'm smart. I swear I'm not completely stupid. Oh god. You know, my actions don't, like, align with that statement very well, but, you know. Oh god. Not gonna live this one down anytime soon. I want to see a frog man. A frog man. Like frog from, like, Chrono Trigger? Member for 9 months! Oh my goodness! Gomvic, congratulations! Don't worry, Rain, you just involuntarily upgraded your silly art stream to the scuffed art stream, just as we love it. Alright, hey, at least I'm delivering. I'm delivering on the scuff, just on time. Perfectly, fashionably late. Oh my goodness. Head pats for you, Gomvic. It's so good to see you, my friend. I just want to take a moment too that I just... like, really, I know I do it a lot, but, like, I appreciate all of you. How many of you? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Who did that? Credo, was that you? Did you just send in 5 membership gifts? Head pats for you, my friend. There we go. Now everything's working. I know Delta sent in some too. So let's not forget Delta. Everybody's got to give head pats for Delta too, because they sent in 10 memberships while we were waiting. And I was, like, actually acknowledging that. And I'm like, thanks, Delta. I don't know why it didn't pop up, why the alerts aren't... Well, it helps if I actually start the goddamn live stream. That would help if the alerts work properly, not what it is. Mr. Lower, you're there. I see you again. I saw you earlier too, but, well, you know how these things go with my streams. Okay, so Frogman. Okay, all right. Give me a second. Let me I think I know where we can go with this. I haven't done a Frogman before. I'm gonna grab a reference of Frog from Chrono Trigger. That feels like probably the best place to start, because I have no idea how to draw a Frogman. I guess we'll go with the sprite. Copy image. We'll toss it into a layer on Krita. So paste, layer. Wait, why aren't you working? There it is. Okay, so we got a little reference for a Frogman. We're gonna use Frog from Chrono Trigger as our reference, because I really don't know how to draw one of these. Okay, so how do you draw a Frogman? Let's try to find out. This is going to be a little goofy at first, just so you know. I'm guessing the eyes are going to go like this. That looks like how they did it in the reference, is they kind of like went with the eyes kind of like this shape. That looks a little weird to me, but we'll mess with it in a minute. And then the frog's got a nose, right? This is looking more like a pig. To me, I don't know, maybe. So do we just request a draw? You just throw stuff up in chat, and I'm going to try to doodle it real quick. Again, keep in mind that these are going to be doodles. And, like, I'm going to do my best, obviously, to, like, do a good job, right? But at the end of the day, they're just doodles. They're just, like, really just for us to have fun and practice with, right? I've never drawn something like this before, so it's probably going to come out really bad. But I'm going to try. Frog face, man, body, big eyes. Okay. We'll try. We're trying. Maybe we'll give him big muscles. Let's give him big, burly man muscles. I'm gonna start by curving those arms. Big frog arms. I have no idea what we're drawing now. But he is a frog man, right? So he's gotta be strong. This isn't frog girl. I mostly also draw for, like, girls, like, almost a majority of the time. So, like, what do we do? Just draw, like, big manly pecs on him? We make him mean, more manly. There's big muscles. Wait, we gotta do bigger. We could do bigger muscles. We could do better than this. Wait, these portions are so messed up, but I love it. There we go. Is that a big, strong arm enough? Wait, we're missing the shoulder. That's why it looks weird. Do they look anything like the monstrosity that I'm drawing in front of you right now? Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for the super head pat, cutie. Head pats for you. How's this turning out, Baytran? Was this exactly what you hoped for? Binary Onuverse. Hello, Rain. Did you hear about the... I don't know what that is. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna be real. I actually don't know what that is. I haven't heard of that before. I really don't know how to draw this properly, but we're gonna try. Make the arms bigger. Whoosh. Like that. Bigger biceps. That's what we agreed on. Yeah, that looks really bad, but okay. Okay, so the eyes are definitely wrong. I want to know what I did wrong here. Is it more like this? See, this looks more like a bug to me now, not like a frog. Right? Like, now if I put, like, little antenna on it, right? Like, this looks more like an insect. See what I mean? Not really a frog. So, like, something with the eyes is throwing it. Let's get rid of the nose and the mouth, too, and just kind of start over from that shape. I think, let's exaggerate the eyes a little more. Oh my goodness, what the hell happened with that? My goodness. A little too exaggerated on that side. Is froze? Yes, yes! Much frog. So frog. Very frog. Okay, so let's do a smile. Let's do eyes like that just to start. Okay. And like a little froggy nose. See, that looks better to me. But, like, that can't stand because that's too simple, right? But, like, we're almost there. It's getting there. But, like, it's almost like a bunny head, except you're going to try to draw the eyes somewhere on the bunny head. So these are, like, where the eyes go. And then I guess the nose goes a little higher. So like that. And then we do something, like, silly like that. Is that more like a frog shape? Honestly, I don't draw frog faces very often, so this is kind of a struggle for me. Does that look like a frog or not? I think I know what to do with the eyes too to fix it. So I think the right way to go is, because this works well for like pixel art, but I think like honestly the right way to go is to just turn the whole top of the eye like that, and then like leave maybe a little space like this. So it's like an outline for it. It's like this is the eyelid. That's the eyeball, right? And then you would draw like the pupils in the center, I guess. Splashtastic! Oh my goodness! 6 months already! Mwah! Aw, well thank you so much, cutie. I can't believe... It still shocks me how long some of you have been hanging on to the memberships for. It's like incredible at this point. I know some of you have it over a year at this point. It's like, I can't believe you've been a member of my channel for that long. Good morning, Rain. I'm happy to catch you on an early... Yes, well, you know, I'm so glad I was able to catch all of you, too. I would have been so sad if I sat here for, like, 2 hours drawing. And then, like, was like, oh, yeah, I guess we're done, right? Nobody wanted to, like, really watch me draw. I was gonna be sad. Sugar, welcome! Oh, my goodness, so good to see you. How is Faye doing today? It looks like a frog to fear. Oh, I love that. Oh, goodness. It looks very silly, at minimum. The arms are all messed up. Oh, goodness. What are we even doing here? What have we even done? Okay, that one's slightly better. The shoulder is just ridiculous. That's the problem. The portions are all wrong here. I'm trying to exaggerate them and doing like a really bad job of it. It's like, you gotta get the shoulder, and then the tricep's a little bit more flat than that, I guess. There we go, and you're gonna need a line for the tricep. Get rid of that. The bicep's implied now. Line on the forearm. Big meaty fist. Alright, we'll just do a big ball for now, it's fine. Now I gotta fix this side. This is like a ridiculous OP frog. Draw it in like that, and then... This is why you use a construction method, so you don't draw stupid crap like this. See, I'm teaching you the right way to draw by drawing everything as badly as possible. Like that, I guess? We'll see. We'll see if that actually pans out for me. Gotta fix that on this other side, but it's closer than what it was. So go in like that, and then, yes, lovely. Yes, you're doing such a good job on this, Rain. Add a little 6-pack. Okay, is this frog manly? Is this a frog man enough for you, Matron? Groban got jacked. He sure did. Been hitting the weights. Been hitting the gym a little bit. You know? Hold on a second. Wait. We can fix this. We can make this better. Wait. I know how to fix this. Wait. So we reverse it like that, right? And then we'll put his arm up, like maybe like at this angle. I think this angle will work, right? and a little bit of thickness, right? And then you gotta add like a big, bulky weight like that. And then we draw like the dumbbell, so it's gonna be like 2 circles like this, right? Something like that. Gotta make it smaller on the other side so it scales, right? Something like that. Are we going to pump some iron? Or in some sort of like Arnold Schwarzenegger style. If we move the arm angle down like this, it actually works. It's like, we are here to pump you up. Like you could draw like a little circle here and it shows like the bar going through, which I haven't really done a good job of, but I like, you know, hey, it's implied. It's implied. It's implied that it's terrible. You know what you could do is just go like the traditional ball shape on this. Then you don't have to draw like a bunch of weird plates and stuff. So like, I guess we could just do like the regular, like the old-fashioned style, like where they do like the ball like that, and then you just fill it in. See, and there we go, Frogman. Frogman pumping iron. Great, Raid, you should give it a 24-pack. Oh, we could do that. You just got to add in extra muscles, right? I mean, how many packs do you need? I mean, look at that. Like, let's add in, like, let's really buff them up then. Like, right? Like, where can we add more muscle? More muscle, right? Like, you got to add lines on top of lines now. We need more. You got to emphasize more muscle, right? More muscle. Thicken this arm up a little bit, right? Like, just get it going right there. This bicep is, like, overpowered. I looked at... Oh God. Okay, so if you just zoom in for a second, I saw this out of the corner of my eye. Hold on, wait a second. So, I just saw this. If you zoom in, look at that. It's just a smiley face, and I just saw that for a second. I'm like, wow, when did I draw that? Okay, so that's goofy. I think we've come to the conclusion that Rain doesn't know how to draw a frogman very well. Baytran, I hope you're happy with that. Alright, what do we got next? I'll give it a couple of seconds so I can see people throw a couple of suggestions out there, and I'm just gonna pick whatever I think is the funniest, or like whatever we'll do next. Like, here, hold on, wait. Like, you gotta sit in awe of how terrible this frogman is while we get a new suggestion. Hey, at least it's a trans frogman, okay? Listen, trying to be the best trans man he can be, okay? Living his best buff life. Right? We gotta support the trans men. Right? Like, hey, listen, they're gonna have different goals from us. They're gonna want to hit the gym. They're gonna want to go and, you know, get pumped up. You know? Like, they're gonna want that. That's probably gonna be a realistic goal for a lot of them. Idea, draw yourself realizing the stream wasn't on! Oh god! I could try that! That's actually a good suggestion. And then Nico is also... Nico, oh my god, I'm never gonna say that name correctly. Is the other one. I like Mr. Lower's idea. I want to do both, so hold on. Let me grab a reference for Nico first. We'll put that up so I don't forget about it. And then I want to try Mr. Lower's idea so I can do both of them. And then draw Dark Raven afterwards. Okay. Dark Raven, my brother, remind me, because obviously I'm going to be doing 2 drawings. Do not let me forget. Alright, let me get a Nico drawing reference. Oh, this is cute. Oh, I like this. This gives me lots of different ways to look at them. Copy. Where's Krita? Down here. Alright, so that's a pretty good reference that I can use because it's got a lot of different, like, poses on it. So we should be able to draw something like that. Whoops. Oh, my model stopped working for a second. Whoops. Niku? Oh, as in Niku, as in Hatsune Niku. Yes, it's Hatsune Niku. Okay? Listen. That was the real hero of One Shot. Hatsune Niku. Not to be confused with Hatsune Nico. Alright, let me move this around a little. I do want to try to do the one that Mr. Lower suggested, so we'll do that one first. I gotta think about how I want to do that. Give me a second, because that one's gonna be tough, because I don't really have references I can look up for myself. I just have to draw myself. So let's do it like this. Hold on. Let's start with a computer monitor. Like that, right? Because that makes sense. So like, there's like a thing on the back of the monitor that holds it up, right? Like a little stand. We need that. Right? We can make the angle a little different, I guess. So if we change like the curve of the screen like this just a bit, right? Let's find that angle. We can make the monitor kind of look like it's tilted over. Maybe like this. Let me erase a couple of these and see what I like. Maybe kind of like that, and then bring that a little lower, kind of raise this up so it's more like this. Yeah, see, I think that's gonna look better. Yeah, get rid of that top line there. I think that's what I want, like something like this. So it's like a curved display, because that's what I use, right? Curved display. Monitor. I guess like for something to hold it up like that maybe, or no, I think we're over implying it now. Doesn't need to be like that. And also we got to change it so that the angle makes sense. So now it's got to be like kind of more like over here and maybe a little thinner to change it. It kind of goes, mine is weird. Trying to like draw it from like the base I could see, but I can't turn the entire monitor around for reasons that I hope are obvious. But like, what does it do? It kind of goes down like this a little, and it just kind of goes up and connects to the back, and it just goes into like a flat bar, I guess, like that. So but that's like the basis of like what my monitor looks like. And then now we need to draw me, right? So here, we've got the outline for the monitor. How are we gonna draw me looking at the screen? Hold on. So obviously gotta get my head in there first. We'll do the top of my head. I might draw part of this on a different layer so that I can go up with this, because I think I got an idea to make this work. Alright, so there's the top of my head. Let's do my eye. Needs to be wide. It needs to be super exaggerated. Huge, right? Like, maybe even like this, right? Something big that shows like, oh god, right? And then maybe even like, you can do like something like this too a lot. Like an exclamation point or something like that to kind of emphasize. But let's get the eye going first. And then the hair will do into the eye this time because the eye is supposed to be bigger than normal. Well, this is going to be a tough one. Something like that. It's like, that's what I'm going for, like, as of right now. I know that's not, like, great, but that's kind of the idea I've got in my head here. Problem is, I don't have a ton of space to work with. That's why I might need a different layer. Hold on. Oh, no. Hate when I do this. And we've already seen the fatal flaw of using multiple layers at the same time. Oh, this is scuffed beyond belief now. Okay, I don't like the way that the pupil got drawn in, so we'll try to change that. And maybe lower the exaggeration just a bit. Feel like that was like the right way to go about it, but I don't know, like what am I gonna draw for the pupil? Like, do you just go for it like that? That might work. See, I think like something like this will work okay-ish. Never really done an idea like that before though, so this is kind of like a new concept for me. But I think like what I would want to do is like bring the eye in like to the hair because it's like kind of like an exaggerated thing. I don't know, I'm kind of having trouble finding the eye on this one. And maybe move the line over a little, like that. Okay, that's better. That's better. That's more like what I was looking for. Now, like, you need like the inner pupil to like really emphasize. That was a good suggestion, Mr. Lower, because I've never really drawn like a super shocked face like that. At least for myself. I can't recall. This doesn't look good at all. Holy crap, wow. I need some practice for this expression. Shocked and overwhelmed. But this is like actually like a really good way to figure out like what I need work on. That's actually what I was talking about up here a second ago, like with the chibi doodles. Like, I'm not very good at it. I understand the formula that goes into it, but I don't really know how to draw it very well. This looks terrible. What am I even doing with the eye? See, the eye doesn't fit. We're over-exaggerating the eye now. Really liking this artwork. I'm glad you do. I still don't like the eye, though. It's close, but... where is it going wrong is the question. See, that's more like a traditional eye shape. Okay, now exaggerate it. Exaggeration. Huge. Huge. This is a huge surprise. It's gotta be big. And under the eye like that, right? Is that better? And then maybe just one like this. And the pupil. No, see, I don't like the pupil. I honestly don't know how to draw this expression. Holy crap. Okay. Get rid of this here. Don't need that. Don't want that. There we go. Pull this up like that. That makes sense. Okay. There we go. That's a little bit better, but I still feel like it's missing something. I don't know. What am I doing wrong with the frickin' eye? It's the eye. It's the eye that's throwing it for me. There's something I'm drawing wrong here. It's like it's close, right? I've got the mouth. I've got the general idea. Is it maybe the is it because I'm missing the eyebrow? Maybe the eyebrow needs to be really exaggerated. Draw an eyebrow in and like that just implies what it's supposed to be. Clear all this up because that doesn't even make any sense. Just fix my hair. So it went down like that. You gotta go up like this, right? And then you got the line to do the side bang like that. This needs to come down. Like that. I do, if you haven't been able to figure it out, can you tell I do like really messy, sketchy line work? It's like shocking even to me sometimes that I draw like anything good at all. What was that? What did we even draw here? And then... I don't know. I am not happy with this. This is the part that's messing with me. Like, I can go back and fix the hair and stuff like that. The mouth and the eye. I don't know. Where are we at with that? Does anybody have an opinion on that? Because I don't care about the bow. I can go back and draw a bow, right? Like, we could draw a bow, we could draw hair. I know that. I literally just did it a second ago. What I care about is this the actual look that implies, like, shock or not? I'm missing a nose, too. I mean, that's easy to fix, right? There you go. Does that help? And then, if you want, I could put the line in, so now it looks like eye patch is there. Does that help? This was a good one because, like, I've got to work on that. That is something that I'm trying to look at, like, my other drawings. Like, I have, like, one for different expressions of my character. So I have one for anger, sadness, I have one for, like, fear. I don't have a shocked one. I don't think I've got one that's like, ah! Looks good for me. Only the eyebrow. Yeah, the eyebrow's weird. How do you do a shocked eyebrow? Is it, like, angry still? Or is it more like, does it go up like this? Is it more like that? Like a worried thing? Like, would it be, like, more like a concern thing? Like, oh no. Right? Like, oh no. Do you think that helps, like, imply the expression better? What about a joy one? I do have a joy one as well. So I went for, like, to do the drawing exercises, I went through the stages of grief and did that for practice. So I went through all the way through, like, denial, like, anger, acceptance, depression, stuff like that. And I drew those expressions because all of them kind of like were like a happy one, a sad one, an angry one, right? You know, a contemplative, reflective one, right? But shocked was not on, like, my purview of, like, practice. See, that's what I'm trying to figure out with the pupil, though. But it's like, how do I do that? Does that better, though? Like, if I just draw the line twice, does that show that the pupil is dilated properly? Like, I think that kind of almost works. Maybe go like this. So it's, like, really emphasizes it. I think it's good. I think that's making the pupil smaller may help too. Let's try doing that real quick. So let's get rid of the pupil. This is the eye space that we're working in. Let's try making the pupils a little smaller, right? Like that. Like, oh god. Yeah, see, that's a little better. That looks, but that, like, maybe that's too small, right? But that does look better. That does go, oh crap, right? So maybe, like, somewhere in the middle, right, is the right look there. I like the pupil being a little smaller. That does help. But there's, like, a middle ground somewhere. Or maybe just keep it like that. Maybe simple. Right? You make the eye big, the pupil small, right? And it's like, that's more of the shocked look. Let's try one more circle. Maybe something like that. Like, well, I was trying not to cheat. I was trying to, like, figure it out on my own. Like, that's why I wasn't looking at this one. Because, like, I could have just looked down here and gotten something similar. Right? But, like, I was trying not to cheat. I was trying to actually do it and figure it out for myself. Simple looks right. Anna, welcome! So good to see you. You get some rest? I hope you took a nap. I'm gonna go grab some water real quick while we all look at this abomination. Then we're gonna draw Nico, and then I'm gonna try to draw Dark Raven. That's, like, the order, and then I'll grab, like, more suggestions. But I think as far as a shocked face looks, that was pretty good. You missed the great scuffing of 2026? Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Because I was talking... And I thought I was live streaming, but in reality, I was just talking to myself alone in my room while drawing like a schizophrenic person for 40 minutes straight. I am not even joking about that. I literally did 1, 2, 3, 4 doodles before I realized I was not actually streaming and I was just talking and interacting with chat while doodling by myself. It was gloriously bad. But anyways, I'll be right back in just a second. This is, like, what we've got done so far. So I guess I'll just zoom in on it, right? Yeah, look at all my terrible art. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. All right, I am back. I grabbed some water. Hopefully y'all grab some for yourself as well. I'm just going to take a second to like kind of just sip on some water. We'll come over here real quick while we're chit-chatting. We'll go back to the drawing in a second. We're going to do Nico. We are going to do Dark Raven after that. And then somebody said Teto's bird brain thumbnail, but replace it with mine instead. And I like that suggestion. So I might do that after Dark Ravens. Love silly, wholesome scuff. I could use more of that. It's like you don't get enough of that already hanging out in my Discord all the time. It's like a daily occurrence. I can't even say good morning without like scuffing it sometimes. It's like, have you ever stepped 1 foot out of bed and immediately tripped and fell straight on your face? That's like that's like just par for the course for me. That's how I normally operate. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. There we go. Okay, alright. Fix the weird audio glitch thing that was going on with my avatar. Alright, let me get the keyboard moved again. Let me get my drawing situation resituated. Alright, let me try drawing Nico. I've not done Nico before. This is gonna be an interesting one. Hold on. Let's move that. Move this over here. I've got good. I'm not sure which expression I'll go with first. Well, I'll pick one. Which one do you want? Which one do you think I should do? Out of the ones that... Oh, you can't even see it. I haven't moved the thing over. Oh, God. Okay, so out of all of these expressions, which one do you think I should do? We're doing Nico now, yeah. This is just going to be a doodle, so just keep that in mind. I'm not, like, actually intending on finishing off any of these. Alright, let's get back to the correct paint layer. Let's get our drawing tool. Go with the cat mouth? I agree. I think cat mouth has got to be the way to go. Okay, so the way they have it is kind of framed in, but let's start with the hat. I think the hat's probably the best way to go. It's got like a slight curve to it. Kind of goes like that. And then we've got like a little space here. And that's because like Nico's hat kind of goes over a little bit like this, I'm guessing. But we don't really see that. What we need is this. And this. And this actually kind of curves back a little more aggressively like that now. We've got the lines in. Let's erase that. That. It still doesn't look right to me. I know why. Hold on. It's more like curves in like that a little. Okay, and then kind of goes like that, I guess. Okay. one. It's just to help me get an idea of like where the eyes are supposed to go on this drawing. And then it goes down and over like this. Something like this is like the general idea of what we're working with here. And then the cheek kind of goes down like this. So something like that. I know this isn't 100% right yet, but just trying to figure it out. Okay, so there's the mouth, the nose, and then we're putting the eyes here. This is definitely wrong. I could already tell. Okay, and then this one's gonna be huge. But like, that's roughly what we're going for here. Nose. All right, now we gotta fix all of this because it looks disgusting. Okay. And then we're going to have to redraw part of the hair again so it fits properly, but I think it's more like this. I think it goes something like this. The eye is more, so it like goes from like thinner to thicker. So it's like I'm doing it almost in the wrong shape. Like I feel like it needs to be thinned out on the top. It goes down further into his cheek. Let's try that shape instead. See if that works better. And then it's like this like teardrop almost shape for like the eye. It's like not kind of like that. Oh, this is already please, like, don't draw this poorly. I love this character so much. Okay, that'll work for now, even though we've got a lot of work to do on that still. A lot of work to do on that still. Holy crap. Alright. Not as aggressive. Maybe like that? Oh, Anna. Oh my goodness. I almost missed that. Thank you so much. Head pats for you, miss. I appreciate it. You almost caught me by surprise there. Why didn't I hear that, actually? What the hell? Or maybe I'm just that oblivious. My BRB sign is still up. Oh, lovely. Where the scuff continues. See, that's how excited I was to draw. Teto's drills are really fun to draw, Credo. We could try doing a quick Teto drawing. I'll show you how to do it. It's been a while since I've done the drills, but they're not as hard as you think they are. Like, once you get the idea of it. The problem with Nico is that I've never drawn Nico before, ever in my entire life. I kind of don't know what I'm doing here. That's okay. We're gonna figure it out. Okay, that's starting to look a little better. Okay, we're getting somewhere with it. Alright, now to do this eye. This eye's gonna be tough. It's definitely bigger. Let me erase all this extra junk over here so it doesn't throw me off. Okay, so it's gonna be almost one huge, like, egg shape thing, almost. Then it kind of goes up like that. This is gonna be a weird one. See, mine is too circular. And also too high, I think. It's like, it goes like this, and then it kind of does, like, almost like this thing. And then the hair would come down a little bit like this, and then back up, it would be a lot thicker. Right? Okay. Alright, so that's closer to what we want, but why does this look so bad? Holy crap. There's definitely something wrong here. Alright, that was the first part of the problem, was the hair not being done right, but now the cheek, I think, is too thick. It's like coming off the wrong part, so it's like right here, I think it starts, and then... Okay. Okay. I guess not bad. I don't know, I'm still not really too happy with it, but... we're getting there. Certainly doing something.
Rain perfecting the art of scuff one stream at a time.
The sound for alerts is very quiet or not working. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright, wait. I think I know what did it. So if we get another one, then hopefully that'll fix it. Oh, this is a really bad drawing of Nico. Oh, goodness. What is it that feels off about this? We're missing some of his hair, for one. It's like a strand there. And then, like, there's another one that goes, like, over here. But what's weird about it is you don't really see that too often. Like, you don't pick up on that detail immediately. And there's like the little whisker things that go like this. Little weird, but okay. We'll fix it up. And And then why does the... Oh, because it meets in with the bang. That's why it looked weird. I was like, why does that look weird? Now they're too long. I get it now, though. I know what to do with it. Okay, that looks better, but it's still kind of messed up. That is definitely not exactly the face that's on that picture. It looks like a 5-year-old drew it.
Hi, ZT, welcome!
I must say, please keep putting references up on screen when you use them. Of course. Well, how are you supposed to know, like, what I'm working from, right? Like, this obviously didn't come from my imagination, right? Like, if I practice this enough, I probably wouldn't need a reference, but I am not familiar enough with this character to not do that. Like, I have to draw it like this to even get started. Alright, let's try to get away from the reference a little bit and just try to correct the drawing on its own merits. Alright, so we had that, and then a couple of more things we're missing. Oh, it's actually, it goes more like that.
I think it encourages other people to use references. There's no problem in using that is 100% correct. There is no problem using a reference. The only thing that is like a problem is if you're trying to specifically, like if you specifically like took that reference and then like drew almost exactly the same thing and we're like, I came up with this idea. That's a problem. But if you're using a reference to practice, it's not a problem. If you're using a reference to get an idea of like what something is and it's transformative, that's also not a problem. You should reference things, because like the best example that Leanne gave me was with the belt buckle. And it's like, you could draw a belt buckle, you know what a belt buckle looks like, but do you know every angle of how to draw a belt buckle? Have you committed to memory every facet of every angle of every belt buckle that you've ever seen? It is totally fine to even just pick up a regular belt and just look at it and try to hold it in the way that you want it to be drawn on something and reference just that. I reference stuff from real life all the time. There have been so many times that I've been hunched over for like a half an hour drawing my hand in some weird way because like I wanted to try to match it to like the idea I had in my head, and I couldn't find something to reference other than like a real life object. Rain, will you be my job reference? Of course, send them right to this live stream. I'll be like, oh boy, howdy, that Baytran. He's always so he's such a useful and helpful community leader.
Okay, why do I feel like the hat is weird? It's bigger, that's why. We didn't do that line big enough. See, this is starting to feel like it's coming together better now. And then he's got like these thicker upper parts for his eye. I'm gonna guess they're his eyebrows. Okay. Kind of like that. Okay, now it's pulling, for some reason, now I feel like it's pulling together a lot better. But that's what I was talking about with line weight before. Sometimes even just changing the weight on some of the lines can really change how the drawing feels. There we go. Okay. And then if we kind of fix this up a little bit more. Because it's like kind of more like this, right? Actually, it's even thinner than that. I don't know. What are we thinking? How's it look? Gotta do the cat mouth over again. I feel like that we can improve on quite a bit. Alright, so one small, one big. See, that looks way better. That looks already way better. What? Are you serious? You're pulling my leg right now. No way. Hold on, wait. I gotta actually look that up. Oh, goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, wow. Holy smokes. Okay. Chuck Norris hospitalized after medical emergency in Hawaii. Oh, no. Passes away at 86. Oh, goodness. Oh, wow. End of an era. Holy crap. Seems so young. 68. Just to put that in perspective for everybody else, I know that seems old. That's 28 years younger than I am. It starts to get scary when you get up there in age, huh? Because then you're like, oh crap. Wait, I'm not that far away from that. I'm only a couple of decades away from that. That could be me in 28 years. Like, that's the unfortunate part about getting older. You start reading the headlines, you're like, ooh. Oh no. My condolences to Chuck Norris and his family. Draw Chuck Norris later? I can try? That's gonna be... Like, we saw how the Niku drawing came out. I mean, it's okay. I can give it a shot. I think I know what's wrong with the cheek here. Hold on, wait. Now that I'm looking at it, I think I know what I did wrong. Does that look better now? I think that actually looks accurate. "28 years younger? Yeah. I'm an old girl." Yeah, Rain is 86. Yup.
I'm 86 years old, exactly. Perfect. Baytran, you nailed it. I thought rain has existed for billions of years. I time travel. So, like, chronologically, I'm only 86. But, like, from your perspective, I have been asleep for thousands of years. Okay, alright, wait. We got Niku done. I'm not gonna worry about finishing off the hat too much, right? Because I don't even know what to draw there. I can't even see it. It's something like this, though. I guess we could just finish a little bit of it, right? Because now it's kind of bothering me a little. It's more, this looks more like a Mario hat to me. Like if I drew like a big M here. It's a me, a Mario. Right? Like you see it? We'll draw an N. That makes more sense. It's a me, a Nikio. Oh goodness, I'm leaving it like that. Super Nico 64, yes! Yes, that's the right mindset. Okay, alright. The next one I said was Dark Raven. That one shouldn't be too bad because like it's gonna be a medicine doctor thing. So let me go ahead. Let's just get some new drawing space here. Let's try doing Dark Raven, and then I'll try my best to do a respectful sketch of Chuck Norris, and that's how we'll end the stream. So, I want to try to... What's a good, like... Okay, so we need, like, one of those, like, plague doctors. That's what we want. A plague doctor. Images. Here we go. We'll use this. We'll use a different kind of reference this time to practice from. It's good to have variety. Variety is the spice of life, they say, or something like that. Oh my, that's a very rather small reference, but okay. Make that just slightly bigger. Alright, let's see if we can draw something. So it's like kind of like a curve thing going on. It's almost like drawing like hair. Then there's like a little bit of like, there we go, something like that on the bottom. Then it needs to come up like this to wrap around the side of the mask, so we can't forget about that. So how does it curve again? It kind of goes almost like this underneath the mask. Is that the way I'm looking at it? It's a bit odd, but we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. Don't you worry. No, more like that. I think that was the first time. Alright, it's missing depth now. I don't know how to do that. I think what we'll want to do is something kind of like this. And then we could try to draw the buttons in. I don't know if that's gonna help or make it look more weird, but... we're gonna try it. Can always erase it. Okay. And like a line that comes down like this, curves slightly down, then goes under to meet the mask like this, and then like this. Is that how it is? That's how it looks to me. And then the shoulder comes down the side like this. Yay, we got almost one part of it done. Alright, so then we need the other goggle side. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. That looks weird. What's throwing me? It's because there's shadows in it, and I don't know how to deal with the shadow on the photo. We're going to try that for now. I don't exactly know what that shape is supposed to be. And kind of like saucers up a little like that. Almost like that. That looks goofy now. We'll have to fix that. This part right here looks a little goofy. Oh, bye, peeps. I hope you have a good day. It's not bad. This, I feel, is weird. This doesn't look right to me. Why? That's better. But now it looks kind of goofy. Now it kind of looks almost like a cartoon, right? It's like, you know, if you drew, like, pupils here, right? Like, that doesn't look right. So we gotta fix it. There's something wrong about that. Note to self, there's an eye over there. Let's fix this circular nature of the first eye, because that's definitely throwing this off. Let's get rid of this. We don't need this anymore. Okay, that's kind of freaky looking.
Good gracious, it's me. Could you cartoonify it or just use the eye and the detail? Well, what I'm trying to do is just get like the strong, I'm going to call them the quote unquote strong lines. So what I'm looking for is like the few lines that define what the drawing actually is. So like part of the hat, for example, like this right here is absolutely a requirement. You have to draw that line to give shape to the hat, right? So that's what I'm kind of like poking around and exploring right now, is like, what are the strongest lines on the drawing? And then I can manipulate them. Then I can play with them. So if I don't like the width of it, right, I can like change it and make it wider. And I could get rid of that line here because now this line is no longer relevant, right? Like I could start tinkering with it and relying less on the reference over time. But I need to kind of figure out like what makes the core of the drawing first, if that makes sense. It's like, and it goes down from like the back part of the hat here. Kind of does like that with the hood a little. Got some more messy stuff with the hood, right? And then it kind of like goes down a little like this, circles back over, and then it comes up like this to imply that there was like a hooded kind of thing. I just don't know how to draw that 100% yet, but that's like kind of the shape it has. So I guess like we could do like a line like that, and like a couple of fabric lines, I guess, would probably do it. Right, because now it looks like it's got some depth to it, and if I like lessen the shoulder a little bit, now it kind of looks like it's the right angle, like the right perspective. And I could shoot this down like that a little bit. Right? And now we still got to figure out how to do that eye properly, but I think I can get a better guess at it now. And like that to me looks a little more like a goggle, but it still feels like it's something's throwing it. Alright, hold on, wait, let me try something. What if we did something like that?
Does that help? Do you think that helped the drawing? I think that helps a lot.
Love that. I feel honored to be portrayed.
This is a tough one. Yeah, a lot of you have given me like really good suggestions, and like what's great about doing practice like this is I learn where my like weaknesses are in my technique.
So like doodling random crap is actually really good. I think this is working out so far. Okay, we need to finish off the rest of the hat. Whoops. I think I like the one I did last. Actually, that's a little too long. Let me make that thinner. If you ever wonder why I do that, right? Like, it's just to test different things out, draw it in different lengths, and it's just easier to erase it away if I decide I don't want it.
Okay, now the thing that's gonna mess me up is how am I supposed to... I see. I think. Alright, so to fix the top part of the hat, it goes up like that. A little, and then it curves. Down to the middle. And creates a buckle. Like that. Something like that. Almost got it, I think. See, the problem is there does need to be a little bit of space. Ah, so weird. Like, that's better, but like, I still feel like it's not right. It almost looks like a mail service hat. Alright, well I'll keep tinkering with it. Hold on. Because there's another line we're missing here. Like, right about here. That we really need. That's better, but like, I still feel like there's something missing. I feel like, what is it? What am I doing wrong? We're missing something that like emphasizes the top part of the head, like that. So it looks like there's more to, like, because it looks like now what we've done is create a huge mess. Maybe more like that? But like, this is supposed to all be like filled in and dark, right? So maybe if I just like kind of shade it in real quick, it'll help. Hold on, I need to visualize. I don't understand where I'm screwing this up. Does that look right? See, this is the problem with like doing like a real, like these are the things you have to problem solve. Like, because I'm looking at a real life photo, right? And there's depth to this.
And the photograph picks it up really well, obviously, because it's a photograph, right? But in art, I still need to try to find a way to imply that same depth and finish off the top part of the head. I'll be heading out now. Oh my goodness, ET! 5 months already? Oh my goodness, I feel like you just started hanging out here. It's so good to see you. I hope you had a good time. Have a wonderful day or night. Same to you, cutie. I'm sure I'll see you again soon. But now I know, like, if I bring this in a little closer and just fix that and get rid of this line here, that changes a lot about how the drawing looks. It's so goofy looking, though. I'm sorry, Dark Raven. I'm not very good at drawing things like this. It's not bad, but it's like, this is way too cartoony and weird. What is it about this drawing that's all messed up? And then this would be dark too, right? Yeah, this would all be colored in. I don't know. Is it just me? Maybe it's because I'm not used to drawing something like this. Does it look off? I look cool in pink. I think pink's a good color for you. Randy, I've been watching you for almost a year now. It's crazy how fast time has flown, right? It's crazy how much the channels have changed in just a year as well. Like, even I'm shocked by it. I mean, I think this isn't bad. This isn't something that I would present to you as, like, finished work. This is more like... So, like, the kind of sketches I'm doing here, this is more like if I was going to come up with an idea for Dark Raven's avatar, right? This would be something I would, like, try to sketch up and be like, okay, is this the right direction or the wrong direction? Do you like this pose? Do you like this angle? Do you like the way it looks, right? Like, do we want the buttons? Do we, like, but, like, it's easier to draw something like this because, like, if Dark Raven goes, I hate everything about that, draw it, start over. It's not like a full drawing. It's an idea. It's a work in progress kind of. A lot of my drawings are like that. I mean, really the only difference between it, like, obviously this isn't ready to be finished off, right? But, like, the only difference between that and, like, finishing the drawing properly, and quote-unquote properly, right, would be to do something like this. And then this would be kind of closer to like what I would probably realistically send over. Right? And then that would be a lot better looking at the end. But then what you got to do, right, is like this still isn't done. You still got to go back in. And you got to start doing the weights again. You got to touch all this up because it's just an outline again. But then you can go back and really like smooth out, add in weight, right? Give it some depth and some feeling to it, right? Emphasize like where the border is on the drawing. So like what's the strong outline for it? Thicken those lines up. You can add in shading, right? So now I can like properly shade it. So like all of this was supposed to be like jet black before, but now we can kind of imply the depth of that shading by lightening off of it slowly, slowly, slowly. And then if you ever mess up a little bit, there's a soft eraser tool in here that you can use. You can just kind of pull some of that extra graphite right back off again if you need to.
At floating away today, super head patted 84 cents. What is today art I just got here?
Oh, I'm just doing random doodles. Hold on, let me show you what we've done so far. So that was just the outline I just did a second ago. And then here are some of the other ones that I've done so far today. There you go, that way you can get all of them. But it was not too much, like... Well, some of these were drawn while I was offline, because, like, I'm stupid, so... But floating away today, thank you so much, my friend. Head pats for you. We're gonna do one more drawing after this. I said I promised I'd try to do like an actually good drawing of like Chuck Norris. That is a tall order for me, but we're gonna try. But yeah, here's Nico. Here is me realizing I scuffed the live stream. Here is a super buff frog. It's a trans man frog. That's getting really buff. Here is like a little doodle of like a ame, but like kind of just showing off some of like the portions. Like I'm trying to learn how to doodle in Chibi a little bit better. It's just a sketch of my face, a little rain cloud emoji thing. Yeah, not too much. We can hear the Discord pings in the background. I know. It's because I forgot to put myself in a timeout on Discord. Oh, great! Now I exited Discord and the stream's all scuffed. There we go. That's better. That fixes that. Alright, let's, I don't even know how we're gonna approach a Chuck Norris drawing, but let me see what we can find. I'm really gonna try, though. Really gonna try. Like, the other ones were warm-ups. Now we're gonna try. Okay. Let's see. Just a nice, good, regular photo of him. Let's see. We'll do the cowboy hat. The cowboy hat's pretty iconic. Okay. That hopefully should be enough to get me started. And, alright. Here we go, I guess. I don't usually do drawings like this, so please
Be forgiving. I very rarely do, like,
IRL people.
like, almost never. I don't even think I've done one like this for myself.
Chuck Norris from Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny. I guess, like, the first thing I'm going to want to figure out is the jawline curve. Which is, feels a little weird already. That's much more flat than anime, right? Okay, but the jaw kind of goes like that. It kind of goes like this. That's kind of the jaw line we're working with here. It's roughly that shape. I'm just trying to figure out shapes right now. We have not even gotten in. The mouth is going to be about roughly located here. Eyes will be here. Roughly here. Oh boy, I feel like I'm gonna scuff the shit out of this one. Okay, we got an ear here. And then the neck kind of just comes down and exists like that. Okay, alright, but we got like a rough... I think like what we're gonna want to do is square that chin. And maybe instead of doing it like a real style, I try to do like an anime style Chuck Norris. And we'll just use the reference, like the real life picture, to kind of make sure we're following along. And then we need the cowboy hat, which is gonna kind of go like this. And it kind of curves up a little like that. Yeah. And it kind of goes a little weird like this above the ear. We'll get it, don't worry. We'll get it figured out. Whoops, am I drawing on the reference layer? Are you shitting me? Oh, god damn it. Give me a second, I gotta retrace all this work. Alright, that at least gives me a rough shape of like what the hat is supposed to look like. Oh yeah, I forgot. I drew this on 2 layers because I'm an idiot. There we go. At least now we're going in the right direction, I hope. Alright, we're gonna have to do anime chin a little bit more. Oh, I hate that I was drawing on the wrong layer. Am I still doing that? I still am.
I think I'm still drawing on the wrong layer. I am. Holy crap. How did I scuff this so badly already? Okay. Alright, we're getting there. We are getting there. I have no idea how we're going to draw the facial hair. I've never done facial hair on a character before like this. Right? Like, how do you draw anime facial hair? Right? Like, we could draw him with the like that? And then do I just make the jaw more bushy because of, like... Like, I'm just trying to get an idea of, like, how the beard fits on the face like this.
JoJo style Chuck Norris. I don't think I've ever done a JoJo style drawing before.
I'm trying to do this from imagination, which is probably half my problem.
Let me look up a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, like, thing to reference. JoJo Bizarre Adventure. I'm trying to find something that looks like it would fit. Okay, well, this at least helps me. Hold on, wait. I found something that we could at least probably use. Copy.
Let's get this in. So we could use something like this. That could help me, like, kind of figure out, like, what I need to do here.
This helps me with the jaw shape a lot. Hey, I was in the right direction, at least.
It needs to be more squared off. Like, I'm too used to drawing.
Today, Super Head patted $2.09, as Chuck has kind of a legend. I was wondering if there's a legend or myth that connects with Miss Raines. What is Miss Raines' favorite myth?
Oh, what is Miss Raines' favorite myth? Oh, God. Hold on. Let me look up the name of this properly, because I know the story, but I don't know the name of the actual myth. So let me look this up real quick. Okay. What is the name of that particular myth? It's Orpheus. Oh, God, I'm going to butcher the pronunciation of this. It's the story of Orpheus and Eurydice. I will put it in chat because I probably butchered the pronunciation of that. This is one of my favorite Greek mythologies, and I'll explain why real quick. It'll give me a second to take a little break anyways. What I really love about this particular myth, and for those who don't know, I'm going to give the Cliff Notes version. I definitely recommend you go and read the actual myth, right? But to give the Cliff Notes version, basically, Orpheus here, or Orpheus, or however the hell you say his name, we'll call him Mr. O. So Mr. O loses Mrs. E, right? And Mrs. E goes to Hades. And Mr. O can't deal with that, right? Like, he can't live without her. This is the love of his life. So he decides he is going to go all the way down to Hades, cross the river Styx, convince the boatman to take him all the way to Hades, like the god Hades. So he's not only in Hades, he's also going to see the god Hades. And he eventually reaches there. And when he reaches the shore, he begs Hades and he goes, please, please, give me my wife back. Give me my wife back. I'll do anything. I'll do anything. And Hades actually agrees to this. And he says, okay, you can have your wife back, but you've got to trust me, bro. You've got to trust me. She's following behind me. You're behind you the entire time. You won't hear her. You won't be able to see her. And if you turn around to see if she actually is there, she will never be able to leave Hades. So he decides to take Hades up on this offer, right? Starts going all the way back, crosses back across the river Styx and everything. But because he isn't 100% sure that she's there or not, he gets to the entrance of like the cave that he went into and finally turns around, gets a glimpse of her for a second, and she's pulled back into Hades. That is like one of my favorite Greek mythologies. It teaches such an important lesson about trust and about how sometimes you could work so hard for something that you truly want, and it's not fair, but at the last second, it can all crumble apart.
Okay, that was a great little break. Now we can get back to drawing. Oh god, I still can't believe I screwed this up by drawing on like 600 different layers. Alright, let's just start over with the chin again. Ugh. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? Delete. And delete. We're just gonna do a new paint layer. That was ridiculous. At least now I know what kind of jaw I'm going for, so it's like a real strong jaw, huh? So you gotta square it off like that. And it kind of goes back up again. Is that what we decided on? Is it like kind of goes like this? Is that how it works? I don't know how to draw men's jaws. Let me try to reference this real quick just to see if I can get the hang of it. It's like, how do they do this? So they go down, they go over, they go like a little chinny chin chin like that, up. It's like, brah, strong. And it's like sharp corners. It's more jagged. That's what I'm noticing is like the difference between like the female jawline and the male jawline. Feels more harsh. Okay. I'm trying to see how they drew this like lip. So like the way that it looks to me is they just did it like this. That looks stupid. I mean, it's missing all the detail around it, right? But like, really? Is that how they did this? Is this how you draw a beard on somebody? You just draw a bunch of squiggly lines and then like the top part like this? Really? I don't know, for some reason this doesn't feel 100% right to me, but like this is the essence of like what they were drawing. It's like a little heart-shaped thing here for like the nose shadow. And then like the huge bridge kind of goes like this, almost. It's just like a weird drawing for me. I'm gonna be real, like I've drawn so many like women. I really do need to practice men more. I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense.
Alright, I guess to get me started, does that look like a beard? I think I know this one. Yeah, I pulled some reference from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I don't know if this is actually from the show or if it's a different thing, but because I haven't finished watching that show yet. I probably should get caught up on it, but I haven't had time. It's like, look at the ridiculousness of some of these lines, though. Like, look at how far some of these, like, are huge. Like, oh, just big, beefy, like, line muscles everywhere. Like, it's so weird looking. Like, curve, like, out like that. Is this really how the neck, like, is supposed to look? Why does this not feel natural to me? Ugh. What are we even drawing here? It's supposed to be the neck, right? But it's like... Let me get more detail in. The eyes are very interesting. Okay. And they're like kind of hard. That. Almost like that. And then like the ridiculously OP oversized eyebrows that go like this. And that's like flares up. This is so weird. How's that looking? It feels so weird to draw like this. Like all the male features are so exaggerated. Joseph Joestar? Okay. Well, we'll be deviating from this reference at some point, but like that's the basis of our Chuck Norris anime Chuck Norris we're trying to do here. This is the perspective on this is so weird. Okay, let's try it. Keep going. Just like big mean like gotta really emphasize that, like mean, like spirited eye, I guess, right? Really put that like big eyebrow, I guess, right? Like big curve like that. We'll adjust this, but that's like kind of like how it feels. And then it's like sharp again. And then it like kind of goes jagged and then back over like that. And then like back down. It's a little off still, but like that's like the basis of like what they drew here. Essentially. What am I missing? Well, the nose is in the wrong spot. There's like exaggerated old lines here. But like that's the basis of it, I guess. The nose is off the top. Because the nose connects to the bottom of the eyebrow. Goes like this. In like a weird shape like that. And it kind of goes up like that. It's so weird. I have no idea what I'm doing. If you can't tell.
It's not bad, but it looks really flat and stupid.
Rain, where did you get this image? Somewhere on Google. JoJo characters are so exaggerated. I'm noticing that. There's a lot to oh, the reference image? Yeah, just somewhere on Google. Just like I just Googled JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and then I found the first character that looked similar enough to like what we want to draw for a Chuck Norris. And then I started with that because I have no idea how to draw something like this. So this is more of like kind of a practice. And then what I'm going to try to do is take the basis of this outline and flesh it out into its own unique thing. The ear. We forgot the ear. How could we forget the ear? You know what? This is slowly getting better. It's a little too big, I think. Alright, super goofy looking, but I think we've got a good basis to work from here. And then, how do they do like that? The neck comes out like that? Really? That's so huge! This is ridiculous! Who has, like, neck muscles this big? Look at how, like, beefy this neck is turning out. Like, because this is all supposed to be, like, darkened. So that's supposed to be shaded in. This is also going to have some shade around it, right? But it's like, oh my god. I've never drawn anything like this before. This is, like, still very new to me. Craziness.
That neck could stop a train? I mean, it probably could have stopped the truck that creamed me.
Something like that. Okay, alright. I think we've got enough where I can pull the reference away.
And we could just start working on the actual drawing and, like, making it our own thing.
Because now I don't want to lean on the reference. Now I've got enough of this where I think we can do something with it. So let's, like, put it like this. That'll be, like, the center of the drawing, I think. Will be a good spot for it. And then now we've got to figure out how are we going to draw the cowboy hat. That's a good question because there was no cowboy hat on this drawing, right? And Chuck Norris needs a cowboy hat. That's like his iconic thing. So I'm thinking like something like this. Like a line like that. What are we thinking? Maybe it goes around like that. Maybe lower it a little bit so it makes a bit more sense, right? Let's start working on those eyes.
Okay, let's really do something with this eyebrow.
The eyelashes just look too weird. The neck is too weird. The face line's blended into the eye. I'm sorry, but I think you used... Possibly? Possibly. I'm serious. I literally just grabbed the first thing that I grabbed off of there. Is that why this is turning out weird? Because the reference image was really small. If you noticed, I had to blow it up after I put it into thing because it was like really tiny in Krita. So I may not have even paid that close of attention to it. Let's actually look. Wait, hold on. I've still got it up on the thing. Where did I get this from? Pinterest. Hold on. I'll actually drop the URL to where I got this from, so you can look at it too. This is specifically where I got it from. If it is an AI image, then I absolutely don't feel bad about referencing it at all, because now I'm turning it into real artwork. No wonder why it looks so goofy and weird. That's alright. We've got a lot of work, but it at least gave me a rough idea of what I needed, so whatever. I was like, yeah, why the neck was the weirdest part about it, right? It is JoJo, though. I mean, that is fair. But at least we've got something, a good basis to start from. So, all right, let's fix this one. Alright, now how are we gonna fix this nose? Because this nose seems like really bad. Maybe more like this? And then, what was that, like a heart shape kind of weird thing underneath? Right, and then like that's all colored in like that. That's not bad. Well, how is his hair gonna look under this? Something like that, I guess. JoJo style has changed a lot between the parts. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not super familiar with it. So, like, that's a lot of, like, what's going on. How do we feel about this, though? Is this going in the right direction or the wrong direction? I feel like the eye is weird. A middle direction? Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, I knew this was going to be a tall order trying to draw Chuck Norris as both an anime person and in a style I've literally never done before. But hey, for like a first attempt, this isn't too bad, right? I mean, we've had to heavily lean on a reference to get here, but it's still technically transformative. How are we going to do the top of the cowboy hat? I really don't know how we're going to do that part. Like something like this, I guess? Cowboy hats dip like that. That's like a rough idea of it. Kind of looks almost like a fisherman's hat at this point. You could Google the protagonist in order to see the difference. Okay. I remember watching at least the first season of the show. I thought it was good. It was really hard to follow. I mean, at this point, though, couldn't we just, like, do something like... What is going on? Why am I not drawing? There we go. Could do something like this to fix the drawing. Kind of go pull a similar move on this side, right? And how did they do it? It was like... God, now I'm trying to, like, look at it. Like that. Right? And like that at least completes the collar to some degree. I don't know how to do the bottom part of that because I just made it up from my imagination, so. But now at least the neck is contained in like an area. Jesus, like we've gotten the neck under control now. My goodness. Like that? Does that at least look better? Like, I know the neck is still really weird, but like now the neck is at least contained in some sort of containment field. Something feels weird about that, but okay. That's not right with the collar. There's something weird about it that I'm doing.
It's because like I said, I made it up from my brain thing, and it's not actually part of the reference, so I have no idea.
I mean, I could technically just lower the whole drawing.
Hey, you want to know the easiest way to fix a drawing when you don't know how to draw something? Whoop, there we go.
Hey, look at that. Hey, I think the collar's all fixed now. Look at that. Like, oh, wow. Look, see, I fixed the collar. Don't have to worry about it anymore.
Oh, goodness. I think this is okay-ish. I want to do the hat better. But I really don't know how to draw a cowboy hat,
So I might need to reference that. Hey, you're right about that drawing, I think. It looks very weird. Now that I'm like looking at it compared to other ones. Yeah, see, like this one looks a lot better. I should have used that one. Oh well. Okay, cowboy hat, go. Give me a cowboy hat.
trying to find like a similar angle to like what I've already drawn. There we go. Copy. See, that's more like what I'm going for.
See, I had the curve almost right.
For the hat,
It was almost there. Do the same when too lazy to draw the rest of the... Yeah, right?
right? It's the easiest way.
You just, it's called a creative... It's artistically cropped. How about that?
We'll call it artistic cropping. See, I almost had the right idea with the hat. Okay, and then right here. Like that? Does that look better?
I think that looks better.
I mean, for something like this, I think this is at least decent. I can't wait to show Leanne this drawing later and be like, so what do you think of this? I had no idea how to even do something like this. Maybe more like that? I think this isn't too bad. For something that I had no idea how to draw going into it, it's not horrible, but it looks too much like the original reference. That's my biggest issue with it. Like, for something like this, I don't even know if I'd post it. I would just probably just show people just for practice. Because we didn't really deviate from the drawing very much, except for add a cowboy hat and, like, update some of the overall look on it. Wait, why is the hair going all the way up into the cap now? That doesn't even make any sense. So we're going to want to end the hair, like, right about here. I think that makes sense. Maybe pull it out just a bit so it looks like it's kind of being forced into the cap. Oh, hi, Tenno. Hat. Yep, it's definitely a hat. It's very poorly drawn. This whole thing is very poorly drawn, but it is a drawing. It does qualify as a drawing. Just not a good one.
Okay. Not the best looking drawing I've ever done. Also not the worst. But hey, this was all just supposed to be a silly, fun drawing practice live stream. So I'm happy with it.
There, how's that? With a little bit of shading. Not the best, but hey, this was all supposed to be scratch work anyway, so. Holy smokes, we've been going for, what, 2 hours now? Well, it's 2 hours from your perspective. From mine, it's 3 because I streamed 45 minutes by myself for like the first part of it. That's not horrible. I think for something that I don't draw consistently and was just a random suggestion thrown literally at me at like last second, this isn't too bad. There's a lot I want to work on here. So what I will show you is we'll take a second to dissect specifically where I see issues with this drawing. So let's change over to red. We'll go to a thicker pen. We'll change the pen style too so you can see the difference. So the first thing that I noticed right here, why is this black? I said red. The hair, all wrong. That's not it. For the hair is definitely very weird. I do not like the nose at all. The nose is definitely wrong here. The eyes are okay, but I also am not a huge fan of this particular mouth. I feel like the mouth leaves a lot to be desired here. And then, of course, I pointed this out. I made a mention of it many times with the neck. Super weird. Super weird. And then the thing with the hair specifically is I don't know how to tuck the hair under the hat to make it look like it's coming out from under the hat. And I think what I could do is possibly draw something like this to like kind of like maybe curve the hair over a little. But I'm not 100% sure if that'll work because now it looks like it's still going into the top part of the hat here, which is not what I want. I mean, there's definitely a lot of room for improvement on a drawing like this, but like this one and also the one for Dark Raven, those were like really good. Like I think like the 3 best like practice drawings that were thrown at me were this one, the where is it, the Dark Raven one that we worked on. That one was really hard. And then if we go back towards the beginning of the stream, where is it, then this one right here was really hard because I've never drawn my like face it like shocked like that before. So like out of all the stuff we practiced today, those would be like the 3 that I consider the most difficult. But I think for a silly drawing live stream, we accomplished pretty much everything we set out for.
Next and early JoJo are super weird. I mean, like, the whole drawing felt weird to me, but it's not too bad. I'm gonna sit here and chit-chat with y'all for a few minutes while we sit here and kind of admire the monstrosities that we have made today. How did you all like this kind of live stream? Is this something that you want me to keep doing in the future? Oh, I gotta grab a sip of water. I definitely didn't drink enough water. I was way too focused on, like, drawing. There's depth missing from the hat, too, now that I'm looking at it. The more I stare at this, the more I'm starting to see where my mistakes are. I enjoyed watching this stream. You know, like I said, this was great because now I'm walking away from this, even though, like, a lot of the drawings kind of came out a little weird, right? I walk away from something like this knowing exactly what to work on, like, in private or, like, for the next live stream or something like that. It really does help me, like, poke holes in, like, where my, like, talent is. Like, I don't know where the weaknesses are in my talent. This helps me identify it very clearly. This has been a fun stream to listen to. I managed to make one of, if not my best. Oh, I cannot wait to see it, Maddie. Oh, and for those who are interested,
at floating away today, super head patted $4.18. I keep reaching Miss Rian's, the Oubliette, video, and wondering can Miss Rian read short stories sometimes. It's hard to follow most voices, but Miss Rain is easy to connect to the story and listen to.
Oh my goodness. I'm so glad that you love that. So for those who are not aware of what that is, that was not only a drawing, but I did a short writing story in the style of a Greek mythology to go along with the drawing. And I did that as an experiment. I'm really glad you like that. If you want me to read short stories, what I am trying to do is read the short stories. So there are two contests. This actually segues perfectly into right what I was about to bring up right before you did the super head pat. So wait, hold on. All right, you've gotten head pats. Let me get more head pats for floating away today. All right, so what we're doing is a lot of the short stories. So there's a short story contest. If you haven't submitted a short story already, you can do it in the story time section of our Discord. Baytran is running all of that. There's a thread right now. You can go in and read what other people have submitted. But next week, next Friday, I'm going to be reading all of the submissions and then also looking at all of the results from the art contest. So if you do enjoy that, I am going to be reading more short stories. And I might even work with some of the authors. And if I really enjoy the short story, I might even offer to be like, hey, can I do a drawing for this and read this on my art channel? And do something like that. Not 100% sure what direction I'm going to go there, but I would really, really, really like to do either something I've written personally or something that's written by the community so I can promote the authors and the artists that are in our community. That's community focus is one of the big driving forces behind 2026. So it's not just branching out to the 4 channels and having a gaming channel and a Linux channel and a slice of life channel and an art channel, right? I also want to build the community and also bring the community stuff back to the channels where it's appropriate. So the Cutie Craft SMP is for the gaming channel, right? The drawing contests go to the art channel. I could do the stories on the slice of life if I wanted to. I have a lot of flexibility there now because I've put in the work the past couple of months of getting things separated and configured properly, which is why we were able to just do this live stream. I was finally able to schedule it, get it done. There's no stress. It didn't matter that a bajillion bad things happened this week. I was still able to get here and just pop on a few things and just get to the stream. So things are getting better. Things are getting better. I'm really excited too because I still haven't gotten as many videos edited and recorded as I'd liked, but the processes are so good now, and like the people who are helping me out are so like on the same page with me that I can like get like kind of like caught up in something that I'm working on for a day or two and go back and everything's organized. People are having their own conversations. I can read them. The notes are there. Everything's like put in the right spot for when I need it. So it makes things a lot less confusing. So I hope that everybody likes the changes that we've been doing recently.
At Floating Away Today, Super Head Patted $2.09. The oubliette is my favorite video. Also, this stream was really good for my mental health. Miss Rian has an aura that like meditation to experience.
Aw, Floating Away Today. Aw, that's so adorable. Thank you. I mean, like, that's the thing too, is like, I try not to measure my success anymore based on views, because that's like a trap. The thing that and this is why I've made the community the focus, and I turned off all like the statistics and stuff like while I'm live streaming, is because this is where I see the value in what I do, is creating something. And even though I don't get that instantaneous reaction, right? Several months later, you have found that video, consumed it, consumed the art, consumed the story, and it's become something that you truly love. And like, that's what I really want to do with and like getting 1 million views is great, but like if they're empty and the interaction isn't there and people aren't actually like engaging with what I'm doing, then it's like kind of meaningless, right? Being popular without like people actually appreciating what you're putting into it like feels empty to me. Comparison is the thief of joy. I really am trying not to do that anymore. And when I first started the channel, I fell into that trap. I would look at like the big YouTubers and I'd be like, oh God, they have like 2 million subs, 3 million subs, right? I'm never going to get there. It's never going to get there. It's going to take 1 million years for me to get that far, right? And it's like, they're running their own race. I'm doing my own thing, right? Like, I've got to measure my own success by the things that I feel are the most important. And the community is growing. And growing the community even more is going to be a big part of that. And I think having the fun contest and doing like showing off the artwork that we all create together and the stories is going to be like a huge part of that. But I'm like really open to feedback and suggestions too. So like if you have ideas and you're like, hey Rain, this seems like a fun thing we can do, like would you be open to it? Just pitch it to me. You can go into the general chat, you can tag me. I am going to try to spend more time in the Discord. I still feel bad because like I'm technically in there, but like I just don't have the time to always like chit chat with everybody. Replies and like tagging me is like the best thing you could do because I know where to jump into conversations. I'm not even joking that it could take me 3 or 4 hours to check something sometimes, and like I don't exactly know like the context always when you tag me, so like that helps if you give me like a little bit of information too. It's a little less jarring for me.
Oh, fun. Oh, yeah. I forgot I scuffed. I scuffed real hard on this stream. Oh, goodness.
Yay, we're back over here now, though. We're back over here, and we're probably going to wrap the stream up. Now, I'm feeling a little tired. I can't believe it's 12 o'clock already. Holy smokes. I also can't believe I literally streamed like an hour by myself to my bedroom. It's just numbers. Too long didn't read. Measured success is defined by your self-worth. I'm working on that a lot these days. Oh, goodness. It's getting better, though. It's getting better. I feel more accomplished. The more accomplished I feel, the better I feel. It's a lot of stuff that was like really pulling me down before is I wasn't able to check the boxes properly. Like, so I'd start something and then I'd have trouble finishing it, and then it'd take weeks and weeks and weeks It would just feel like I'd never get anything done. My whole channel, I created it because I love video games and playing games that catch my interest. I never edit or do any commentary, just click play and pause. I have been going strong even if... Yeah, I mean, and like, that's the thing. If that's all you want to add to YouTube, that's fine. That's fine. The one thing that I don't like, though, is don't be like one of those commenters, right? Because, like, I get this a lot on my channel, and somebody be like, you suck at making videos. Your videos are terrible. And then I'll go to their YouTube channel. I'll be like, where's your content? Where's your content? Where's your video? Hey, if you're so good at making goddamn videos, why aren't you putting up videos on this fucking platform, right? Like, I'm sorry, but it's like, come on. If you're going to cast stones at me, at least show me show me what you got. Like, if you're going to, like, criticize my work, I want to see you put up something, at least something, right? Even if it's not as good, or even if it's better, especially if it's better, right? But at least put up something and show me you tried. But, like, the people who literally have nothing on their channels, and they go around and, like, you suck, you make bad videos. It's like, that's not even helpful criticism. It's like, what's bad about it? At least if you're going to tell me I suck, can you be like, your editing sucks. Your avatar is ugly, right? Like, can you at least be specific about it if you're going to be toxic? People say, look at insert artist drawing, but they should say, look at how insert artist is drawing and the flow of the pencil on paper. I like the way that you phrase that. I will criticize your work. You already have, my brother, many times. Sorry, your drawing came out a little scuffed. I'll get better at doing. I'll get better at doing Plague Doctors. This is fun. Y'all threw like a bunch of things at me that I've never, like the frog man. I've never literally even in a cute capacity, never once have drawn a frog. That was literally the first frog I've ever drawn. At least all those judgmental people feel really good about themselves. Oh, yeah, I got a comment on my Fluxer video, and they're like, real developer here. And I'm like, oh God, I already rolled my eyes at that. I'm like, okay, all right. And then they're like, I don't understand why you're all up in arms. And then wrote like this entire block of text to me. So like I replied back and I was like, you're all up in arms, says the man who like writes me an entire block of text, right? And that was my comment back. Because I'm not going to read all of that. Like, at least paragraph it for me, please. Like, the single block of text is so obnoxious to do. Indent your paragraphs and, like, do it properly. Like, space them out, right? 2 to 3 sentences each. Come on. Like, what is this? Middle school? Do I have to teach you how to write a comment? Come on now. If you're going to criticize me, at least do it right. If it's worth doing, it's worth doing right. Not only that, I gotta teach him how to write the comment properly, but then you gotta also teach him the etiquette. You gotta teach him to hit the dislike button on the way out. That really shows me exactly how much you dislike my video. I promise you, that is I get like special alerts when you specifically hit the thumbs down button. I don't, that's sarcasm. YouTube doesn't even show it to me. Like, people still think that does something to a video. It doesn't. It doesn't do anything. It does nothing. Well, you know, it actually does do something. It counts as engagement on your video. So it doesn't matter. YouTube doesn't care if you liked it or not. Did you watch it? Did you interact with it? Did you leave a comment? Oh, they're going to recommend it to more people. So, like, I have no qualms. Go ahead, mass dislike my video. Go ahead, do it. I frickin' dare you. Oh, goodness. This was a fun stream. I'm glad everybody had fun. I'm glad we got a chance to little chit-chat at the end here. I still have not... I know you're about to see this, and you could be like, God damn it, Raid, you still haven't updated this? I promise I will update this soon. But like what we're looking at here, and I've mentioned this a few times, but this is like a video because the actual OBS graphic got deleted. So I have to rebuild this like whole graphic over from scratch again, and I've just been really lazy about it. But I do want to say a special thank you, as always, to everybody who's been so supportive, to all of those who come to these live streams, who like the video, who like the live streams, who leave a comment that's like real. I just mentioned engagement a minute ago. That's super important. Leaving comments. All of this is really helpful. And of course, all of those who have been giving to the Ko-Fi, who have been giving me super head pats, from the bottom of my heart to yours, thank you. Thank you so much. But with all of that out of the way, thank you all so much for watching this live stream. And I hope everyone out there has a wonderful day.